he used to come to my house all the time, you know, from high school and eat my food because, like I said, I cooked.
Yeah.
Eat my food, all of that. He used to bring me music. And every time he brought me music, it was 100 niggas on it. I said, which one is you? And he said, well, I'm on there. I'm the one that come on third at the end. I do the 3 lines. I said, okay, cool. So after a while, I could just quit listening. I said, man, you bring me songs with your whole Arlington crew on it. I ain't trying to hear that. So one night I'm in the bedroom watching TV, and my son at the time, Ricky, he used to cut all his friends' hair at the house. So he was cutting his hair. And he came in there and said, Brandon, so Ricky told him, he said, take him to CD. So Brandon brought me a CD. I said, man, here we go with this again. You got me another CD with a bunch of people on this. No, it's just me. It's one song. I said, oh, okay. So I laid and watching TV in the bed, and something told me, I said, man, I'm going to listen to this. And at the time, man, I think that was 2006. Because I had was 2008 because I had my Charger for 2 years and I had a stereo in it. So I went in the garage, popped it in there, and it came on. I was like, Came on the beat drop. Ricky, Bobby, Ricky, Bobby. And I was like, damn. So I played it again. Mm-hmm. Got out the car, went back in the room and didn't say nothing. I'm sitting there. I'm still puzzled. Yeah. And in my head, all I can hear is Ricky, Bobby, Ricky, Bobby. So I get back, I get on my phone. I said, call my brother-in-law. He lived around the corner. Donnie, I need to let you listen to something. So I got in the car and drove off. And at this time, Brandon and Ricky was tripping. They didn't know what was going on. So when around there, he got in the car. He put the CD in. I turned it up, jamming. He turned it down. He turned and looked at me and said, what you gonna do about this? Because at the time, I was working with another artist out of Fort Worth. His name was Aquaman, and he had a song called Take Me to the Dealership. Mm. Mm-hmm. And he said, and Delight, remember Delight?
Oh, yeah, the producer.
The producer produced it.
Oh, so it had to be jamming.
Oh, it was jamming. And my brother-in-law looked at me and said, you got a choice to make. Aquaman or B-Hamp. And at this time, Delight was on fire. He was the LSG, Link.
Yeah.
Tony Thompson, Hi-Fi. He was all over the place. He doing stuff with the Braxton girls.
Yes.
So long story short, I said, well, man, I'm going to sleep on it. Got home, tried to go to bed. I'm tossing and turning because that song is embedded in my head. Got to my office, and this was a time that I had my own custom shop. I stepped out on my own, but my partner was George Lynch, the ex-NBA basketball player that played for the Lakers. So me and him was partners. So I got to the office and I sat there and I said, man. So I called G-Rock. DJ G-Rock.
Shout out G-Rock.
Yeah, shout out G-Rock. Say, man, I need you to come listen. Come to my office. I need you to listen to something. And our shop was in Las Colinas. So he pulled up, came in, put the CD in, and that back in them days you had the monitors on your computer at your desk, so you had the sound. Yeah. And it came on. And he said, turn it up. Turn it up loud, because he always wanted to hear shit loud. And when it was over, he sat back and he looked at me. He said, you gave me a song about this Aquaman dude the other day, but I don't know. He said, come on, let's go to lunch. Let's go talk about this. So we went to lunch, and he said, have you talked to Drop about this? DJ Drop. Mm-hmm. Said, no, not yet. He picked up the phone, called Drop. Drop, I need you to get with me on the song. Definition DJs and Texas Trill, we're going to get together. We're going to partner up. And Drop said, I got to hear it first. And G-Rock said, oh, don't worry about it, and hung up. And I said, what do you mean? You just hung up on Drop? Don't worry about it. I'm going to push this myself. If I call this G-Rock, if I'm calling him to tell him he shouldn't have questioned, he need to hear it first. He should have just said, okay.
Yeah.
And G-Rock took the record, stamped it, and at this time he had that club Rhythm City that he used to do on Sundays. He said, I need you to bring that B-Hamp dude to the club. And I want him to perform at Carl Hamp. I said, hey man, you going to perform at Rhythm City? He's like, what? Man, you know how many people at Rhythm City? I don't even know the song. I said, don't worry about that. we'll play the track and you just rap along with it. And I said, but I need you to do the Ricky Bobby. And dead silence. I'm like, hello? I need you to do the Ricky Bobby. The dance. We need to do it. Well, there ain't no dance. It's just one move. And I said, You telling everybody to do the Ricky Bobby? We gotta come up with a dance.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta do it before Sunday. So that's a true story.
Oh yeah, overnight.
Yeah, so I called one of my partners.
All this in the same week.
All this in the same week. From the first time I heard the song on Thursday night, the next day is Friday. Now I'm calling a cat out of Fort Worth named Jonathan Stewart. Everybody know him as Jay Smooth.
Yeah.
Man, I need you to choreograph a dance. I need you to come over my house tonight. This was Saturday evening. So cool, we're gonna go around my brother-in-law's house. He gonna let us use his garage because I had cars in my garage.
Yeah.
Went around there and he said, show me what move you got. You know, it was one move, the race car with the steering wheel. After that, he started choreographing the deal, this and started doing it. You know, Ricky and Bobby, and about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, we got done. The next day, Sunday, when he wouldn't performed it, G-Rock played it over 10 times. The hook, back and forth, back and forth.
How you break a song.
And by the time he got done, everybody was going at Ricky, the up, down, the whole crowd was going up and down.
Bobby.
And all the dudes was standing on the side of the stage and looking at him like, where did this nigga come from? And at this time, the dudes I'm talking about is the little cats that had the song called, not the Stinky Leg, it was a song before that. Bobby B.
Get it big.
No, not Get It Big. The Bobby do the Bobby B. That song. It was big then. And, and Hamp just came in with Ricky Bobby and
cleaned them out.
And then we had
who are them cats?
Yeah, it was a rap. It just started. It was like if viral back then, we didn't know what viral wasn't even a word back then, but the song went viral.
Hey, it's your girl Jazzy K from Super Tight TV. We want to thank everyone who's been watching and subscribing. And if you enjoy this content, please hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video.
No, I'ma get some game tuned in with Super Tight. Yeah, I get the low from Big Bobo from the front seat, not no photos.